The convention has consistently said we are Black nerd in spirit, but not in practice. And it's really beginning to bother me. Hey you guys, it's Yarn Goddess Cosplay, and I'm back again with another Tuesday Tea Talk. Tuesday is where I sit down with you guys and talk with you about a subject of my choice for 10 minutes. Because if you give me more time, girl, we're gonna be here all day. BlerDCon just passed, and I didn't attend this year because 2021 said, girl, you got bills. I was enjoying seeing some of my favorite cosplayers attend BlerDCon for the first time this year, fully vaccinated, having a great time, showing out, showing black, and just being great. And it made me feel so warm inside. I was like, oh my god, there goes my bestie, there goes my friends, there goes my favorite cosplayers and everything. They're out there doing the thing and everything. And Sunday rolled around, people were going back home. Monday rolled around, I was like, okay, I hope y'all had a good weekend. I hope y'all had a good time. I hope y'all stay safe and everything. And then someone announced that this year, the first place cosplay winner was a white woman.
What did she say?
You know, I just decided to look into it. I was like, you know, maybe she was a light-skinned POC. Maybe she was a light-skinned black woman. You know, I know a lot of us, like, black comes in a full range of color and everything. And sometimes, you know, especially with the full mask and everything, like, you know, the cosplay, you just can't really. And then I saw the picture and I was like, can we have nothing? And the discourse happened. Like, immediately BlerDCon, I think they already deleted the post that was shared in their group. People are going back and forth with the judges are going back and forth with the people. And I just wanted to sit here and say my piece, because I literally saw stuff go down yesterday. I fell asleep, I took a shower, I realigned my chakras. I just really sat here and thought to myself, what is it that I want to say and what is it that I want y'all to take away from this? Even though I was irritated to hear that the first place winner was a white woman, I was not surprised. If anything, this is very on brand for BlerDCon. And if you're wondering, what do you mean, Yarn Goddess? BlerDCon gives very much, you know, do as I say, not as I do. It gives very much, we're here for the people, but more importantly, we're here for the money. BlerDCon is essentially a black nerd convention ran by Hilton George. At first, when you hear the word BlerDCon, you ask yourself, what is a blerd? And you think to yourself, a black nerd. Okay. So BlerDCon, you know, just following, like, you know, terms and definitions, BlerDCon should be a black nerd convention. Now, if you're following that logic, BlerDCon has been marketed as a exclusively inclusive convention, which is kind of a very vague term in my opinion, because at first when I hear the terms BlerDCon, I think, okay, cool, it's a black nerd convention. I did go one year. I haven't never attended this convention before. I went in 2018 and it was it was black nerd excellence everywhere. It was amazing. It was great. I was looking forward to going again, and then 2020 happened and said no cons. When I attended BlerDCon, it definitely felt like a safe space for black nerds to kind of just be ourselves and just be really loud about it, you know? Like, if you've ever been to BlerDCon before, you kind of understand that the attendees, we go out, we show up, we doing the most, okay? But my thing about BlerDCon is that they consistently have a PR issue where, as much as they promote their con to be a black nerd space, they don't make it inclusively exclusive. Really, anyone could attend, which is fine. Anyone could participate, which is fine sometimes. But then we have issues like this where a white person wins first place at the convention and people begin to blame the cosplayers, the black cosplayers, for not showing out enough. We begin to complain about the black cosplayers not bringing handmade cosplays, but wearing mostly store-bought cosplays. We begin to blame the black cosplayers for just not even being there. Do you see where I'm going? Do you see the gaslighting, like, it's really happening? The convention has consistently said we are black nerd in spirit, but not in practice. And it's really beginning to bother me because I can't say I know that much about sewing. I can't say that I was there this year because I was not. I'm not going to mention the cosplayer's name or knock her for winning or even her craftsmanship, because that's not the point. I just trying to figure out how in the world am I going to explain to my friends that they should go to a Black nerd convention when the first place winner is a white woman standing in the front and all the other Black cosplayers who didn't place first are standing next to her behind. Like, from a PR standpoint, what are you telling me? But this is very on brand for BlerDCon. I think in MomoCon 2017, Hilton George, the con owner, said that anyone could be a blerd. Sir, I just want to know, what do you think the BL stands for in blerd? Do you think it is Blockasian? I just want to know, where do you think the B and the L come from in the term blerd? Not anyone could be a blerd. I've seen people say that the judges should have picked a Black cosplayer, that they should have just picked a best in show for Black cosplayers. And I understand from the judges' standpoint, they were just picking the best craftsmanship. I personally believe that best craftsmanship for a cosplay contest is almost arbitrary, because if you don't dabble in every form of cosplay art, you're not going to understand what goes into that particular cosplay. Sewing is dominant in the cosplay community. It's very hard. I have tried. I don't like it. I will commission someone to sew something. You also have the armor builders. Warbler. Try and make an armor that fits properly. Again, I do not do that. I will commission the heck out of someone to do that for me. I do not know what I'm doing. Hats off to everyone who works with armor and prop cosplays. Then you have me, I would say the off-brand cosplayers, the one who work with other medias of art. We're talking about the crocheting, the yarn artists, the fiber artists, and everything that incorporate different things into their cosplays that are outside the realms of sewing and armor builds. For me personally, when I see judges pick the best in show, I'm kind of just like, okay, read the room. You're at a Black nerd convention. If you pick a white woman, what are you putting her in the position for at a Black nerd con? Because even though people already have argued, she never should have entered in the first place, I'm not going to say that she shouldn't have. I'm just saying that critical thinking is necessary in certain situations. And if I was her, I would not have put my white ass in Black ass business. It never ends well. Because I think last time I checked, she has dipped from social media for a while because of so much backlash. I know that me even just bringing this up, people are going to be like, well, you weren't there. You can't say anything about it, blah, blah, blah. I understand. But from a PR standpoint, the optics do not look good. If you're promoting a Black nerd convention and you say this year's theme is Chocolate City, what is BlerDCon? I will definitely say that the convention is Black nerd in spirit, but not in practice. The owner definitely portrays himself to be very much for profit, and he's not going to center Black voices. He has consistently not done this, and the fact that he could even say confidently that anyone could be a blerd definitely raises some red flags on my end, and honestly everyone's end, because it's like, okay, if anyone could be a blerd, then what's the point of your con being so Black focused or being so Black, visually? But then when you actually have events happen, or when you have, contests happen, anyone could be a blerd. This one hurts me because, I know I'm probably going to attend BlerDCon next year, as much as I begrudgingly say so. Because I really do enjoy the con goers and the con attendees. Like, when I say it's Black in spirit, it really is. It's like going to a cookout and we actually have a space that is dedicated for us. But then when it comes to the actual practice of BlerDCon and what they allow versus what they don't allow, the practices behind scenes, it very much is not Black focused. And I feel like we need to acknowledge that BlerDCon, as much as we wanted to center and focus Black voices and Black creators, they don't. They focus money, and whoever's paying them the most is who they're going to give the most attention to. And it's sad to see, but come on, Afropunk, BET, Black capitalism is never going to free Black people. For the Black nerd community, we need to view BlerDCon for what it is and not for what it says. Leave your comments and thoughts below. If you attended BlerDCon this year, how was it for you? If you were in the cosplay contest, how did you feel about the judges' pick? If you did not attend BlerDCon and you're thinking about going, how do you feel about seeing this? Are you still going to attend next year? Do you think the judges were correct? Do you think that the winner shouldn't have even participated in the first place? That's all for me today, guys. I need to make some more tea. like outside of this tea, but like I need to make some actual tea. If you like this video, be sure to like this video. If you're not already subscribed, feel free to subscribe. Catch you guys on the next one. Bye.